Police find a large stash of drugs on one of the family islands. Reports are that around 10 Saturday morning, Exuma police, accompanied by officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit, acting on information, searched a speedboat at Children's Key off Barataria, where they uncovered nearly 100 pounds of marijuana. No one was taken into custody. Assistance is still pouring in for victims of Hurricane Joaquin weeks after the Category 4 hurricane made landfall on the Bahamas. On Saturday, members of the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM sifted through packages with officials from the National Emergency Management Agency to ensure the donated items are itemized and ready for shipment to those affected islands. The club's community service chairperson, John L. Ferguson, stressed the importance of getting involved.
It's important to be a part of events such as this because there are persons that are less fortunate than us, and it's always good to give back because we never know when the opportunity will come or the time will come when we'll be in the same situation. And I feel that's how we get our blessings daily. It makes me feel good inside to know that I'm helping somebody else, I'm putting a smile on somebody's face, and that's important, making somebody happy in a time of need.
Meantime, NEMA's Director of Logistics, Don Gray, says any service organization can reach out to NEMA to assist with the sorting of items to be distributed. He provided a snapshot of what happens at the NEMA office at the Arawak Port Development Office.
All those containers in the back there, when the donors send them, we would open them, see what's all inside it, and like palletize them. You like different categories. You'll have food stuff on one pallet, clothing, baby items, you'd have cleaning supplies and all that. You know, we palletize them like that, and we put them in centralized areas. So when the various islands request things, and we'll know where to pull them from, just load them on the boat. As it is now, like as much service group that we can have assist us. The person in the islands, they would definitely benefit. I know these people have their normal jobs during the day, but I mean, we welcome any service group there is.
Art enthusiasts, artists, and parents turned out for the annual Central Bank Art Competition Awards ceremony over the weekend. Almost 36 artists had their work on display at the Central Bank Art Gallery in many treatments from watercolors to sculptures to charcoal. In the end, it was St. Augustine's College's artist, Reagan Farrington, who took the first place prize for her socially commentary piece entitled Not My Good Child. Also based on her full body of work, Farrington was also awarded an $1,800 scholarship to study graphic design at Synergy Bahamas. C.R. Walker's Jermico Lotmore took second place for his untitled piece on BEC for a cash prize and a tablet from DC Technology. Cody Conyers took third place for a cash prize and an opportunity to study glass fusion at Atlantis. Almost a dozen schools took part in this year's contest. The Bahamas will observe Deaf Awareness Week from today until next week, Sunday. The annual event is held each year to enlighten Bahamians of the successes and challenges facing the deaf and the hearing impaired. Activities include a fun walk, church service, culture night, social night, and a talent show. There are 31 students currently enrolled at the Center for the Deaf, and its principal, Sonia Roll, says officials continue to be challenged with finding vocational programs for children once they leave school.
On a daily basis, we have them returning to their home school, looking for us to assist them in many ways. And so at our new school, we will not only be catering to the populace that's presently in school, but we will seek to create programs in our new school for many of these students in the evenings. Some of these programs we're thinking will be such as carpentry, plumbing, electrical, things that they can be able to use and move out in the community and become self-employed. I feel that in this way we will help them in many ways.
For students excelling academically, Roll says for many of them, their academic progress is unfortunately still somewhat hindered.
These students, when they move to higher education, to their tertiary level, they meet roadblocks. because when they get to that level, they do not have interpreters at these institutions, they do not have note takers, and it's very difficult. Some of them actually do not admit them in these institutions for whatever reasons, because they do not have the facilities to deal with these students. And so that is some of the drawbacks that we are having presently in the Bahamas. And we're hoping that during this Deaf Awareness Week, we can make some of these things known to the public.
In South Andros, a Son of the Soil recently held the 7th annual Careers Fair at the school in Kemps Bay. Professional and academics from all sectors presented to the student population in the all-day fair. Students were able to pick their career interests throughout the day and participate in the workshops that exposed them to technical and academic fields. Many students say that thanks to the career fair, they are able to focus on their post-secondary career plans, and some have been exposed to plans outside of the direct academic streams.
The presenter shows us that even though you might not have the qualifications required at COB, it's still possible that you can come and apply the PTVI, and then after completing that, you can then apply for a certificate, which is like 1 year. If you're doing whole-time, part-time, it'll be like 18 months.
I feel as though it's important, especially as it relates to technical education. I think that the world right now needs more persons who are technically based on the era that we're in now. And so with BTVI offering the amount, the different programs and the amount that we offer, I feel as though it's important. I think that it will enlighten them, it will educate them, and it will definitely prepare them for the world of work.
Now into its 7th year, the Careers Day program is paying off, with many students who have gone through the program not attending college but also getting other opportunities.
When I look at the amount of students, I think there's definitely been, I've been lecturing at college now practically all my life, and when I look, I can even see an uptick in the number of students who are now enrolling at the College of the Bahamas and going into different diverse areas, and some of them attributed to experience they've had and information they got from persons who came to the job fair. And I've also had employers, persons who've gotten jobs because of, who went straight to the workforce, persons who made them here and were impressed by them, giving them part-time job once they got in Nassau. So overall, I think it's been a very successful program.
Stay with us. The latest in sports is next with Jared Higgs.